Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So in my last video, I told you guys why I got out of the military, and I also said that I'm currently a real estate agent. So in today's video, I'm going to tell you guys why I decided to be a real estate agent, and I'm also going to give you guys the step-by-step process to become an agent. So let's get into it. First things first, I became a real estate agent simply because I was always looking at houses. Like, I had the apps on my phone, like Zillow, Realtor.com. I had those apps literally on my phone, and I would look at houses every single day. I even had the push notifications on so that I can see when stuff was hitting the market. So yeah, it was pretty OD. Like, I really, really loved it. So I'm like, okay, Kanani, if you're looking at houses for free and for fun every single day, maybe that would be a good career field for you. So I decided to get my license. So the process of getting your license is pretty quick and easy depending on, you as a person. You literally dictate how that process goes. Step one, you must sign up for a pre-licensing course. So in Florida, the course is 63 hours. I know in Georgia it's 75. It differs per state, but it's 63 hours here. And you can find these courses anywhere. You can literally Google pre-licensing real estate exam with your state, and some should come up. You can go on Groupon. A few will pop up on Groupon. It just depends, but you can find these courses anywhere. And if I was you, I would look at the reviews for that particular online school before you purchase the course, so that you can kind of vet them and kind of, see how their course works and if it's worth it before you spend any money. So the next step is going to be passing your exam, your final exam, after your pre-licensing course. So in Florida, it's 19 chapters. Again, that's different per state. But once you complete those 19 chapters, you have a final exam. Your final is extremely important because when you go to take your actual state exam, oh yeah, y'all, it's another test. Y'all thought that final was it? It's not. You have to take that final, and then you have to take a state exam. So that's something that a lot of people don't know. Yes, there are 2 tests to get your license. What's really important about that final exam, when you go to take your state exam, you must have their certificate that they give you in order to test. So they're not gonna allow you to just come up there empty-handed, no proof that you did this exam. You must show them, hey, here's this course certificate, I completed it, and then they'll allow you to sign up for the test. You have to schedule your test online. Y'all, my eye itch. Oof. You have to schedule your test online, and the thing about this that's crazy, everybody are signing up for these tests. So you may not even be able to take the test in your area. You legit might have to drive across state lines like we had to. Yeah. West drove me to Alabama for me to take my test. I know, it's crazy. And the gag is, I didn't pass. But we'll get into that. But yes, so you have to schedule it and find out, what's the soonest available date in your area, in your state. You got to get that together. And then once you schedule your test, they're going to give you a list of the things you need to bring. So I know here I had to bring a copy of that certificate that I told you guys about, that you pretty much shows that you took the pre-licensing course. So what you'll need is the 2 forms of ID. So you'll need like your driver's license, and another form you can use like a social security card. You can use a birth certificate, and then you'll also need some type of form of payment if you have not already paid for your test online. So after you take your test, if you pass, they'll give you a printout basically saying congratulations and giving you all the information to find your license once it's ready. If you fail, they'll give you a printout of all of the sections, and it'll show you where you messed up at, where you were good at. Like, it breaks it down. So let's say there were 6 real estate math questions on the exam. So it'll show you either 6 out of 6, which means you're good on that, or it'll show you like 2 out of 6, however many you got wrong, and the total amount of the questions, it'll be like listed like that. So I really like that they do this because it gives you a breakdown so it can show you what you need to work on, or, you know, where you need to study a little bit harder, whether that's contracts, real estate, math, whatever the case may be, it will break it down for you, which is really good. That's pretty much how it works if you pass and if you fail. If you fail your test, you will have to go through the same process all over again to reschedule it. And you don't have to take the course again, but you just have to retake the test. And I believe you can test unlimited. Like, a lot of people don't pass their first time. So I'm sure you can test as much as you want, however many times it takes you to get that license. And you will have to pay again. So each time that you take the exam, you do have to pay the exam fee. In Florida, it's like $35 per test. So every time you take the Florida exam, you gotta pay that $35. I know, but it is what it is. So you do have to pay it every single time. And then the other thing is, as far as the post-licensing course, so you do have 2 years to complete that. So it's not like super back-to-back. I would recommend getting it done within the first few months, at least that first year of having your license, simply because the information is super, super fresh. And so it should be quite easy to knock that course out, but you do have 2 years to get that completed. And so, yeah. And don't be ashamed, because a lot of people do not get their license the first go round. I actually got my license my second time testing, so don't be ashamed. I went in to take my test like March. I want to say it was like maybe, I know it was the second week of March, and we drove all the way to Alabama and I missed it. That's how I know what happens when you fail the test. I went back, I rescheduled my test for the very next day, which was a Tuesday, and I got my license. So don't be discouraged if you don't get it the first time. It's okay. It's a lot of information. A lot of people don't get it the first go round. So if you do, congratulations. That's a huge accomplishment. And if you don't, get back up and go test again. It's okay. So after you get your license, or after you pass your test, they will send it via email, and you'll also get a printout of like instructions or whatever on how to find it. And then whatever the Department of Regulation is for your state, you should get an email from them with the link. And if the link isn't populating your license yet, just give it some time, maybe 24, 48 hours, and it should populate, and you should be able to have access to your license. So it's pretty cool. You do have to renew your license. It's not like a one-time thing. You have to renew it every 2 years, for sure. In the state of Florida, I would double check for your particular state, but you do have to renew it. And you also have to take a post-licensing course. If you don't take this, your license will no longer be active. That course in Florida is 45 hours, and you also have to do the same thing: sign up, find a course, sign up for the course, complete the course, print out the certificate of completion, and you should be good. And then you have continuing education hours that you must complete every year that you have your license active in that particular state. So there is a bit of a process, but the good thing is, depending on your brokerage, there are certain classes that your broker should offer that will count as continuing education credits. So it just depends. Make sure you sign with someone really good so that you can have access to these things. And yeah, so that's pretty much the process. Just make the best out of it. Again, if you don't pass the first time, it's completely okay. It's not the end of the world. You're not the first person to fail a real estate exam. And just know that if it's truly for you, you will dust yourself off, you will study that material again, and you will go and take that test again, and you'll pass. If that's what you've really sat and put the time into doing and the energy into doing, you'll pass your test. I definitely will give you guys more of an in-depth, like how I studied for my exam soon. But yeah, in the meantime, here's the process video. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my video today. I will be back with more. In the meantime, hit subscribe, turn the bell on so you can know when I post, and give this video a thumbs up. Comment any questions that you guys have below, and I will see you next time.